Hello, everyone. Welcome to this month's Rediscover Your Stash Hop. Below in the description box, you will find lots and lots of links to gorgeous, beautiful projects featuring rub-ons. I'm going to feature rub-ons in a couple different ways today. Firstly, I have this cut file. This cut file is from A Cherry on Top, and I will link it below in case you need it. I cut it twice. Once in some deep, dark macchiato cardstock from Brutus Monroe, and once in gingerbread cardstock from Brutus Monroe. So I am taking a little blending brush and some white pigment ink, and I am just giving each of the inside pieces of the cut file a little highlight. So my plan is to inlay the lighter colored cardstock inside the darker cardstock. And I'm also going to go ahead and add on top of those inlaid areas some rub-ons. So that's going to be super duper fun. I will be using my Vintage Vibes Kit 3 today, and I'm going to use the rub-ons that are included in the kit. We're going to do photos today that are a little bit more winter themed. I talked about in my unboxing when I curated this kit, I curated it to kind of be a kit that could go seamlessly from winter into spring, and then also a kit that would work perfectly for heritage photos. And I know earlier this week I had posted a layout on Sunday with a heritage photo, and I said it needed a companion page. We're going to kind of like shelve that for a minute, do this one, and then come back to that heritage page. That's just how the calendar worked this week. So what I'm doing is I'm going to attach the rub-ons, just little bits of the designs onto these inlaid pieces. So I'm going to kind of cut the rub-ons down a little bit. I also went ahead and kind of attached them to the cardstock and then kind of fussy cut around them a little bit. This was a little fiddly, but it turned out so good. Like it takes a simple cut file and kind of elevates it. I think having the two different colors of cardstock and then having the design on that. And because they're rub-ons, there's no bulk. And the other thing I found is that it's super forgiving. So if you mess up a rub-on, if you don't rub it on enough, if it doesn't quite want to stick exactly right, totally fine, because in this application you're just getting that little bit of color and pattern on your letters. It doesn't have to be perfect rub-on application. So this would actually be a really great usage if you have some old rub-ons that just don't want to stick anymore, or they stick like a little bit. This would be a really fun technique to use with those. So that's what our title is going to look like today. It's going to be that Let's Get Cozy. I love this cut file from A Cherry on Top. I've had this layout in my head for a really, really long time. I was just kind of waiting for like the perfect hop or the perfect design team assignment that would just be that would work with this, and this is it. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to drop these into a dish and kind of set it aside so we can work a little bit on our layout, the main part of our layout. I'm going to use 2 of the pattern papers from my Vintage Vibes Kit 3. I'm going to use one to map my photo with, and then I'm going to use the other one, which is a printed background that has some pink and some little blue snowflakes. It is on the winter side, but not like in your face winter, which works perfectly because these are photos of my dog. My kids and my husband are being super boring right now, but my dog is always adorable. So we're going to do, so I have some heritage photos coming that we're going to scrapbook. And I have a couple photos of my dog. Yeah, my kids and my husband, they're like in hibernation mode from waiting for spring, I guess. So we're just going to go with that as scrapbook material. And you know what? I need to tell these stories, right? I need to tell the heritage stories. I have stories that need to get put on paper. So it's okay that my husband and my kids are being boring right now. I have things to do. These are just 2 photos of fits. They're just like gorgeous, adorable photos that I absolutely had to scrapbook. I just had to. And I love this cut file for a title. I think that works perfectly. I'm going to do a super simple page today. We're not going to do anything real fancy. We're just going to use a ton of rub-ons, which is what the theme of today's hop is. So let's talk about the hop. Down in the description box, you will find all of the links for all of the hop participants. In this hop lineup, you'll probably find new YouTubers, people you've never seen, never encountered, because I open this hop up to every person in my Facebook group. You'll also find a link to that Facebook group, so if you have not joined yet and you want to, you are more than welcome to come. We have a monthly product focus, so this month, for the month of February, it is Rub-Ons. And so you'll find an album in the group where everyone can upload their projects that feature rub-ons. We have a hop, which we have one hop on YouTube, one hop on Instagram. Both of those hops will give you tons and tons of inspiration and ideas for using the product of the month. Sometimes we have a sponsor or a company that says, hey, your product of the month is rub-ons, and I make the best rub-ons. So here's a discount code for your group. My design team will be a part of your hop, and we'll cross-promote my Facebook group and the company, and I love that. I am a huge fan of helping small businesses. So this month, we don't have a sponsor. We're just playing with our rub-ons, doing inspiration, having a fun time with it. So I got my photographs centered. I got my cut file centered. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to inlay those other pieces. And I love how that looks. So I pulled out the Ginormous Misty and my Stamperia stamp set. That's part of the Vintage Vibes 3 kit. I'm going to stamp it using some quartz ink from Catherine Pooler, which is also part of the kit. Below the hop description, below the hop lineup in the description box, you'll find a list of all the products. You will find a list to all the contents of this kit, a link to all the contents of the kit, a link to the cut file. I cut this cut file on my brand new Cricut Joy Extra, which I am loving. If you want me to do a little show and tell on that product, you are welcome to leave a comment in the description box, and I'll give you a little overview. And I can even tell you why I chose that machine. I also have a really, really old, over 12 years old, 10, 12 years old silhouette, and why I decided to switch it up, why I chose Cricut Joy Extra, the Joy Extra, that's the one I got, etc., etc. So just leave a comment in the description box below, because I would be happy to pull a video like that together for you. I am just going to go ahead and stamp. I chose a background stamp from that stamp set I really liked. I chose 3 areas that I wanted to add a little bit more texture and interest to, and I just went ahead and stamped on 3 different parts of my 12 by 12 scrapbook page. I will always and forever tell you that a Ginormous Misty is my stamp platform of choice. Hands down. Love, love, love my Ginormous Misty. I've had it since 2019, and I can't say enough good things about it. It's my favorite. It's a workhorse in my scrapbook room. Well, my other Misty, I have a regular size Misty too, and that one is also a workhorse. But this one on scrapbook layouts is the bomb. So once I had those bottom base background stamps, I'm coming in with some of the other smaller drippy and coffee ring stamps that are in the kit, and just stamping those just a little bit here and there to kind of bulk up a little bit of the color. And then on top of this stamping, we're going to layer some rub-ons. Now, my advice is, if your rub-ons are super sticky, just go for it. Pop them on there, no big deal. If your rub-ons are older and a little dodgy, maybe give your layout a minute or two, maybe even 5 or 10 minutes, just for that ink to cure, so you don't have issues with the rub-on sticking to like the dampness of the ink, and then you'll have some rub-ons that'll stick and then part of the rub-on won't stick because it's on the dry paper. Just give it a couple minutes to dry. But if your rub-ons are super, super sticky, like these Stamperia ones are ridiculously sticky, I had no problems. Like, it was fine. I could go right ahead. So on top of each of those sections that I stamped, I'm just adding some rub-ons. Super simple. This layout design is simple. It makes use of a pre-printed background pattern paper, which is always a good idea. Let that paper work for you. Same with a cut file. Let that cut file work for you. Add a little bit of detail to it just to make it your own, and then you are good to go. I honestly, truly believe that if I had just used that background paper and the cut file, my layout would have been just fine. But I'm more, so I'm adding, extra little things, some more rub-ons, and I'm going to add some matte gold pearls for some accents from my stash. Simply because I love little details, I love layers, and this, and I really was having just a nice play with these products. But I feel like if you are someone who's a very simple scrapbooker, you could use this printed background, cut file, one portrait, one landscape, and maybe put your journaling up in that upper left-hand part if you have journaling to add to your layout, and you're done. Like, super simple. So that is going to complete my layout for today. Be sure to head down to the description box, hop along. I would love it if you could give this video a thumbs up. I know YouTube is really paying attention to those thumbs ups right now and helping people with the same interest as you to find videos that they like. So thumbs up means a lot right now. Please, please, please. If you haven't subscribed yet, I'm super close to 7,000 subscribers. So, so, so close. And I would love to make that goal maybe by the end of March. So that would be fabulous. Thank you so much, everyone, and have a great day. Bye.